Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft. My name is Buzzy107 and today we're standing in front of a field of copper. uh, Real quick before we get into the episode, I'm going to talk to you guys about how copper works. So, sorry about that. Copper blocks are a little bit different than regular blocks because you can actually age the copper. That's what we're doing here. We go ahead and we separated the copper by 5 blocks. So count this one as 1, and then this one is the 5th block, and you place it on the 5th block. And as it sits, it will slowly age to the final state. I have some of them that have already done so. They're going to be in this box right here. And once they are fully oxidized, they take on this verdant green color, which is actually a really nice color. But today, we're not going to be focusing just on copper. We're going to be doing quite a bit of things today. So, go ahead and put my armor back on. So if you look over here, you will see where I have placed some mossy stone bricks around. They are placeholders for what we are going to be doing today. We go and we stand right here, and place the water bucket. You will see that the water actually flows out to each block. I can get up a little bit higher. It touches on all four blocks, and we're actually going to be using the mechanics of water to our advantage today. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop down our shulker box. We're going to pop down our ender chest, grab our other shulker box, pop that one down as well. As you can see, I went ahead and grabbed a bunch of stone blocks. We're going to be making a semi-automatic wheat farm today. So this one is just because after farming that wheat over there, I realized that, we could do a redstone contraption that allows us to auto farm the wheat and kind of make it a little bit more of I guess you could say, a fun task. So the way that I'm going to do this, I'm going to come right here, right in the middle, place down that water, and then right here I'm going to go 2 and 3, then 1, 2, over here 1, 2, and 3, 2, and I'm just going to follow this pattern all the way around. And this is going to be not only I guess you could say a little bit of a talking point. Hold on, I did something wrong there. Oops, I see what I did. There we go. It's supposed to be like this. Then 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 boom. And this right here gets some altitude. And right here, there is going to be the basis of our wheat farm. Now, granted, it's not going to be fully encased, because if it is, then, well, we're not going to be able to get in there. We're going to go ahead and remove these moss stone marker blocks. We're going to pick up that water, and then we're going to go ahead and you can really do this farm however you want. I like to do it a certain way, just because it's the way that I know best. That's going to be to dig out the center block, and we're going to go down 1, 2, 3 blocks. Then we're going to dig over here, leave our past farm, yes. fill in this dirt right here. Come up right here. So the reason why I did this is actually for the pistons that are going to go in here. So right here, we're going to have a set of 9 sticky piston. I mean, 3x3. So technically, yeah, it's the 1. So it's an 8 sticky piston. And then the reason why it's 8 will become apparent here shortly. But we're going to go into this box. We're going to grab out these target blocks. And these target blocks are nice because, let's see, grab the piston out. Piston right here. When you have a target block, and craft a button. Oh, we don't need a button, but you hit a target block with the arrow, it actually extends a redstone pulse to whatever is on it, and it does it from whichever side. So if we hit it from here, and that's actually the it's actually the property that we're going to be using in this build. Because I really need it here shortly. Alright, so we're going to place the target blocks on here like so. Get out of this hole. Sleep real quick. And then to make this farm a little more effective, we're going to dig out a little bit of an area around these. So you can take this out, grab your shovel. I'm just trying to keep this as clean as possible before I come back in and replace it with smooth stone so we don't break into it if we do any more farms underneath. So you're going to have a little shelter like this underneath, and you're going to take your sticky pistons. You're going to just place one on every block. So like I said, I'm going to replace this all with smooth stone, and then I will come back. So I went ahead and replaced this all with the smooth stone. We're going to come down here. We're going to grab some of our black concrete, put that in a of tinted glass, piece of black stained glass. The reason why is because we're going to make this look like a fountain, or a well of sorts. We're going to come down here, we're going to grab our my mind just like completely went blank. We're going to grab our redstone first. We're going to come up here, and we are going to grab our smooth stone. Need a couple more pieces. Alright. So we're gonna put our redstone out, put 2 repeaters. We're gonna put a repeater here. And we're gonna put a repeater here. We're not gonna do any kind of delay on them. We're gonna run the redstone wire around through here. just like this. We're going to have it hook up. Actually, we're going to move it in by 1. Have it hook up right here. And I believe I don't need the Yep, it works. So as you can see, it's all down, all up. So in here, actually grab out that bucket, keep that bucket of water on us. About a stone cutter. We're going to turn a few of these blocks into stone brick. That button. Alright, so here we're going to put mossy. Let's see, we'll grab this. Yeah. So we're going to go mossy stone brick right here. Stone here. Stone, actually. We'll do stone over. Stone brick. Do cobbles here. This will be a mossy stone. And I'm making the build decisions up right off the top of my head. I haven't planned any of this out ahead of time, except for the actual farm itself. So if it looks like I'm fumbling through, that's why. I haven't done any Lightmatica or anything like that. I made the farm up in a creative world and then hopped over here. We're going to take our water bucket and put it right there. And what happens is, let's get some dirt to cover this all up. Out of the way. When we hit this switch, water will flow out, go in and collect all our items. So at this point, the farm's done. The farm is completely done. You can go in here, you can till everything up, plant seeds, you're done. But for me personally, I like to make my farms look aesthetically pleasing as well as functional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. We're going to get out a crafting. Need to fence down a little bit more. That will, the fact that I have the bone blocks will come into play here soon. Just a heads up on that one. Not in this episode, but in a following episode you'll see why I have all those different blocks. So everything here that we need, got our chain, and the chain is just to make it look like it has a bucket or something going down. I tried it with a cauldron, didn't like the way it looked, so. And that doesn't interfere with how the water mechanics work, so. We're gonna come in here, we're gonna grab bushes. We're gonna go in these corners right here. We're just gonna put in a bush or two. Granted, this does take away from some of the farm area, but it's no big deal. Farm will still be very efficient, even without the block space. So there you go. There's some little bit of design in it. And that actually has a function. And we'll show you guys. Because even though we have that water trapped in that well area, that water won't hydrate all the farmland. So what I'm going to do after I sleep is we'll come here, take out this, break out this block, put down the water source. Go grab another water source. I can make an infinite source of water. And honestly, all you need is 1x3 to make an infinite source. 3x3 is, well, 2x2 is just like the easiest way to do it without having to be careful about how you pick up your buckets. But it is totally doable with a 1x3. Go here. Just like that. This. Then put push here. Here. And just to hide it. Here. Go in and grab this one because we are done. Put a grass block there. There, one there. And there you go. Now you can till all this up. It'll be hydrated farmland. You can go ahead and plant whatever crops. This will work for whatever crops you want. Beet, potatoes, carrots, even beetroot. Why you would want to grow beetroot, I don't know, but judge. Alright, so next thing we're going to need is some walls. This is where the copper is going to start coming into play here in a second. Stone brick. Mossy. 5. Nice round number. We're gonna get 10. Say well. All right. Got 10 of each wall. Here, right in the middle, we're just going to go with kind of the same theme we have. We're going to have that right there. Yeah. Hold up. There we go. That's why I didn't see it. We'll go right here. We'll put wall, cobblestone wall there, stone brick wall there. Come up a little bit and we'll do that one. Well, actually, that one out for andesite. Give it a little bit more texture. Another cobblestone there, and you're gonna have something a little like this. The best thing about this is being that the sticky piston isn't going to be pulling down those blocks. When you pull it down, the sticky piston will pull down. It'll pull down just the stone blocks. Everything else will flow out. And when you flip it back up, everything will be inside. So now we're going to come over to these, and we're going to do something similar. I'm going to probably do this off camera real quick just so I can go in, take out blocks, replace them, do everything that I want to do to make it kind of look more, a little bit more random, a little less uniform and a little more worn in. But basically, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to copy these two posts on each of the 3 block sections So all 4 quadrants will have 2 posts on the corner blocks. Alright, I went ahead and got this a little more random, a little more randomized. Just made it a little bit more visually pleasing. And now what you can do once you're done with this is you can stop here. Like I said, you can go ahead and put the roof on or not put the roof on. But what I want to do just to keep mobs out of here, I'm going to build all of these up a little bit more. Except for these. So these will go up by 1 block. And then I'm going to come back in and put some slabs on here. Run and grab the slabs. But yeah, these are all just going to go up by, and some of them I might just do like half a block. Just come in here and maybe right here instead of that, I'll just do that. It'll just be a half up. So half slab. But I'm doing this for the purpose of actually having the mobs not be able to jump in. Not so concerned with them getting in there for any purposes of messing up the farm. I just know that zombies have a tendency of trampling crops when they get into farms. So I'm trying to eliminate their ability to trample the crops by putting in blocks like this to kind of serve as a buffer for our farm. Then we go here and we'll put stone here. And here we'll put a mossy stone brick. Regular stone brick. Stone. And as you see, I made sure I left all 4 sections of these alone. And that's for what we're going to be doing with the copper. We're going to be using the copper to actually roof. And actually, I have plenty of these in here. I think I might need some cobblestone. This and get some cycle. All right, that's everything. Need to get. We're not going to yet, but we're going to put these half slabs on, and then we will. From there. And I'm just doing this just to make sure I have extra for time I need them. We'll go here, we'll put like a cobblestone there, we'll put the andesite there so it shows that it's weathered but it's not like fully gone. So brick there. Put some mossy there, maybe that's a little wetter than normal. Put a piece of stone here. Stone brick. Break this one out. Put a piece of stone on top. Looks. I'm gonna go here. That out. That one out. Place that here. Here. Stone slab. There we go. And like I said, that's not necessary, but we'll keep, once we have the walls and stuff in, it'll keep from being able to go. Alright, so now we're going to do the walls. And I'm doing the same thing, I'm just going up by 2. So here we're going to go andesite. andesite and stone there, mossy stone, brick here. And I'm just going to do that in a random order. I'm not doing anything in particular. In a random how I want the structure to look. Cobblestone there. Brick on top of that, and we'll put mossy stone. Here we'll have andesite, mossy cobble, and we'll brick. And there you go. So now at night they can still climb in if they jump up. It's not 100% foolproof, but I am going to be putting some bushes around, so hopefully it will. Alright, so I'm going to put everything away, take this, I'll leave this out, but I'll probably put it back in my tree. Put that one back here. And now I'm going to grab out the copper and the honeycomb. We're going to do this at the same time because there's two ways of putting down the copper. Once you have it down, you can just right click on it, and now when we break it, you'll see it doesn't stack with the rest of my inventory because it is a waxed oxidized copper. Now you can do that, or you can just do this, click it into your inventory. We're just going to do that. There you go. Now I have 39 cut copper, well, waxed copper. And then once we go in here, we can actually cut it into waxed cut copper. And I don't care what anybody tells you, whenever you're cutting your copper down, always do waxed oxidized copper. It's going to save you time, save you a lot of headache. Always do it like that, because now I have 64. If I were to do it in a crafting interface, I have to use 4 to get 4. But doing it in here, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So I don't know about you, but I like 1-to-1 ratios where I can save on blocks. Alright, we're back. So once we get in here, we're actually gonna need our scaffolding. Pull that out. Alright, so the way I was doing this in my creative test world is I was going right in here doing stairs on each of these. Oops. Usually helps if you stick the landing. And then just coming in and putting a stair here. 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 That. Okay. There. And there. Then I was coming up here and going like that. And then I was coming over here, putting one here, putting one here, here, and one more. And doing that made it to where I could sit there and go boom, boom, boom. And just on each of these, I'm lowering it by 1. So gives you a look like this, which is kind of a domed look, or a not a dome, an arch to it. That's the word I'm looking for. Arch, not dome. And then we can go that. Chains out. Hook a chain to it. And that kind of conceals the light source, but still makes sure that mobs won't spawn in there. And then I was just doing that on each of these. I'm going to go ahead. Some more. And I've been doing it on these as well. Coming here, going like that. Except these I've been doing slightly different. Instead of doing something like that, I've been doing this. Get up there, I will. Happening out. Alright, so I've been coming up here, doing the same thing with the two there, except I've been coming over here and doing it like this. Boom. 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 Hold on. So frustrating to try and do. I think this is. Let me go check my creative world. Because that doesn't look right. Alright, that's why it didn't look right, because it wasn't right. So I've been coming here, doing that. Here. That. I've been coming in. Oh. Dang it. There. Here and here. And I've been coming in and putting in a block here. Block here. Now this one is where it gets a little tricky. You can do that. And the texture won't line up. Apparently it does. There we go. That one. This is where I said it'll keep the zombies out, because they can't get in through the block gap. And I've been going that. These in here and here. Then putting one here and here. And then just to make sure it stays lit, putting a torch underneath. So something like that. And I like the way that looks. I think to me, it makes it look like a kind of an arched opening. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat this on all the other three corners. then we'll come back. All right, and we are back. So went ahead and did those. Went ahead and de-aged them some, and the way to do that is you click it like that. It takes the wax off, and then you can click on it once to bring it down to that greenish look. You can do it a couple of times to make it look just like weathered, or you can do it 3 times and it will bring it back to nice shiny copper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through here, randomly select them. Don't really have any rhyme or reason for the ones that I'm doing. But that is what you are left with. And I think personally that that looks great for just a little farm, nothing crazy. We're going to go ahead and grab these seeds out real quick and we will plant the farm down. Start here. We'll get this out of our offhand. And you will be able to see some of the inner workings of the farmland, but that's of the farm, but that's just how farmland ends up working out sometimes. I do my best to cover it up so you don't see that there's a redstone farm there, but sometimes you can't help it. And this will take a little over a stack and a half of wheat seeds to actually fill up farm. And it'll give about the same back, but it'll, you know, obviously it'll double the seeds most likely. At least double the seeds. And it just made a liar out of me because it took a stack and 4. But there you go. So the farm's planted, and then you can go around here and decorate however you want. I'm going to, personally, I'm going to go in, put some azalea bushes down, put some different blocks down, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap up the episode there. Alright, and we're back. So went ahead and decorated everything. We're going to normal setup taken care of. Break these and you guys can have a final look at the build. So I went ahead and put flowers all throughout here, kind of doubled up on the wall by using the bushes, the azalea trees, added in some actual azalea bushes over here on the side that we'll be seeing from our base. Azalea there, there. Went ahead and made it, put one there. So it all has a nice clean look to it, and if you look at it even without shaders, it's a very colorful build. There's a lot of nice contrast to it as far as the colors go. Very nicely designed as far as being a kind of a more of a rustic approach to the build, I guess. Put down this down. Alright guys, that's all we have time for. Sorry about the weird cut. That's all we have time for today. This episode has been a little bit longer than usual. I hope you guys enjoyed learning the mechanics of copper, going into depth on that, and going into the mechanics of the target block, making a cool redstone farm, and decorating it. But like I said, that's all I have time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. If you use it in your world, please feel free to tag me at Buzzy Designs on Instagram. But until next time, my name has been Buzzy107. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Alright guys, have a good one.